trying to learn how to walk, trying to learn how to not show pain in front of my children was difficult. In 2005, I fell off a deuce-and-a-half truck with the rails up and severely injured my back. That was kind of the end of my military career at that point. And it was sort of devastating for me to have to go through that. Ended up having 2 back surgeries. It's been recommended that I have another one, but I'm not trying to do that. I've went through extensive rehab, was in a wheelchair, told I may not walk again, have a severed nerve, and some loss of feeling in my right leg, partial left. So I have some significant injuries that I probably shouldn't be sitting and doing all the things that I do, but that kind of is what keeps me going. I came back home at the beginning of 2006, and it was just very hard. One, I was in my 20s. I came home trying to be a mother again to 3 small children, all under 5. I was dealing with some difficult challenges as far as my emotions were concerned, and so I didn't have any supports. At the time I was living in Illinois, but Illinois is kind of the same in some of the barriers that people face when they come back. Military OneSource and all of those resources that are available for military were not readily available at hand to have supports on the ground where we were, so I felt alone. And my husband couldn't understand me because he hadn't been in that same situation, and I didn't have people around me that could understand me. And so having to have my husband change my shoes and pick me up to take me to the restroom and do all those things as a young couple, I kind of got into the mindset that I was a burden to my family. So I remember going to my room and having my bottle of pills there, and my 5-year-old, who is now 19, came in the room, and she just was asking me what I was doing, and I told her, you know, to leave, and she said, "No, Mommy, I'm not going to leave." She refused to leave. That was the turning point for me. And I knew that God had allowed her to stay with me that night. She didn't know why. I started to look at my life a little bit differently after that moment, because in that moment my daughter saved my life, but at the same time it made me realize that they needed me more than the thought of the burden that I was on them. And so I was able to get through that, get into some groups and start doing things. It actually was when I went to my very first Women Veterans Retreat that my life really changed, and I think my healing started, and I was able to start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I could actually take that moment in December 2008 when I attended a Challenge Aspen retreat and tell you that that was the catalyst for change for me. And so that's when I decided that I wanted to get myself healthy, and I wanted to work on my healing and start going back to school and becoming the woman that I was meant to be. You may be wondering how you can help with suicide prevention. You can help by taking even small steps. One of those small steps would be always store your firearms locked, unloaded, and separate from other ammunition. If you're concerned someone you know is at risk of suicide, offer to help safely store their firearms. Another small step that you can take is to ensure that all medications are safely locked up. Remember, it was small steps from small feet that helped save my life. What small steps will you take? If you're a veteran in crisis, or you're a veteran who's dealing with an issue that you just want to talk to someone, call 1-800-273-8255. And to immediately get assistance, press 1. You can also text 838-255. And for more information, you can visit them online at veteranscrisisline.net.